Ryan's World is a fever dream of a YouTube channel where a preteen child plays pretend with his parents, creating imaginary worlds, friends, and villains as a front for advertising shitty sponsored items for children. Ryan has 31 million subscribers, with many of his videos gaining him hundreds of millions of views, and one even earning him billions of views. I remember when it was a huge deal when Gundam Style hit 1 billion views for the first time ever on YouTube. And now, a video where a kid opens a Lightning McQueen mystery egg also has 1 billion views. So I guess that's the world we live in, apparently. Ryan's World as a concept has some really questionable media ethics behind it. Marketing to children is and should be a heavily scrutinized field. The young, moldable minds of children will easily fall for many advertising scams, and taking advantage of their innocence seems blatantly like a wrong thing to do. There are strict Ftc laws in place for children's shows about how advertising should work. However, YouTube has been able to largely slip behind these regulations because, well, it's online, so it's different, I guess. Even though I can confidently assume that many children spend more time watching YouTube than traditional television at this point. Ryan's World is a sort of capitalistic hallucination where kids are constantly receiving large presents that are clearly exciting to them, but also not so exciting because another large batch of presents will soon be on their way. Then take that child and turn them into a brand and use them to sell toys that have his face on them, and then you have a way to make some serious money. It all just seems rotten to the core, where a child's innocence and authentic excitement for a new toy gets bottled and distilled and edited together into a sick amalgamation of what it once was. It gets passed through 7 corporate heads until it's the nastiest version of what a kid could possibly want, and yet children watching these videos can see the excitement and want that for themselves, which pushes them to want to buy whatever the fuck Ryan's secret egg is at the local Walmart, or play his shitty video game for themselves. Kids below the age of kindergarten literally are unable to distinguish advertisements from anything else, so it seems especially shitty that they are advertising directly to those children, the main demographic of his videos. It's like any villain from a bad children's comedy from the early 2000s but played out in real life. I was just rewatching Daddy Daycare for some reason, and there's a character that is a parody of this mindset, but it's real life in this case. Ryan's whole family, and Ryan's not actually his real name, has their own channels too, like the Kaji Family Channel, or the Studio Space, where it's just the parents, but it's all the same boilerplate fake reaction bullshit that kids mindlessly watch without even realizing what's happening, all while their brain cells slowly ooze out the sides of their ears. One of my favorite bands is Godspeed You, Black Emperor. Pretty pretentious, I know. They have a song called Dead Flag Blues that has a monologue in the middle that talks about the apocalyptic future.
And the sewers are all muddied with 1,000 lonely suicides. And a dark wind blows. The government is corrupt. And we're on so many drugs with the radio on and the curtains drawn. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death. For sure it's the belly of death. I open up my wallet. And it's full of blood.
The dark outlook on the world and capitalism is what I picture when I see Ryan's World. It fills me with an uncertain understanding of the future. The world's not going to end in nuclear blast. It's going to end with children being used to manipulate other children so slowly, ever so slowly, buy the products with their face on them until every child has their own product, their own social media following, their own TikTok, and the fame and scrutiny that comes along with it. It's attention dependency at its peak. Children who watch Ryan are going to emulate him because that's how children learn. They will want to do their own unboxing videos and their own little circus to surround it, but without the fame or literal millions of dollars that comes along with it for Ryan. Remember when there was all that outrage about the autoplay function of kids' videos on YouTube, and how it would endlessly cycle videos in front of what are essentially babies' eyeballs, who parents just wanted them to shut up, so they just gave them their phone while it played Baby Shark or some shit. And then YouTube autoplay played for the next 5 hours until it got to a strange auto-generated horror videos featuring some weird demonic version of Elsa and Spider-Man. I remember lots of shitty YouTubers talking about how messed up that was. And apparently there was such an outrage and a need for something better that eventually YouTube launched YouTube Kids, a more kid-friendly, monitored, and controlled environment that essentially solved nothing. I think Ryan is more of a problem than any of those autoplayed videos. It's easy to see the issue in a video that is scary on the surface and how it would be messed up for a child to watch it. Like, yeah, your 6-year-old probably isn't old enough to watch Silence of the Lambs. But Ryan is just one big, long advertisement. It's just inborn consumerism from the day children are born until the day they die. No shitty parody of consumerism in Fight Club or Idiocracy can match the level that is present in the reality that we have in Ryan's world. All these unboxing videos are is just a constant presence of the dopamine hit of opening a new toy over and over and over again. Why not 10 toys? Why not 100? Why stop there? It's like eating marshmallows, but the marshmallows are endless over and over and over again. And sure, the nutritional value of a marshmallow is non-existent, but who really needs that? Aren't you having fun? Look how much fun Ryan is having. I mean, playing with the toy is purely optional, but look how much fun Ryan is having in opening the toy. Living your own life with your own toys is purely optional. Why do any of that when Ryan is doing it for you? Plus, he has a super fun family to go along with it, and he has the most toys, which is even better. I mean, look how much fun he has! The really sad part is that this is not Ryan's fault. He started appearing in videos when he was 4 years old. He was a pawn used by his parents to find success and money on YouTube. They marketed him just like they market the toys, and now they are reaping the rewards. Undoubtedly, Ryan will have some sort of mental issues to work through as he continues to age and grow. Could you imagine going to high school where all of these videos exist of you? Could you imagine playing sports, going to prom, or having any sense of normal life? Of course not. And it's also likely that the parents and the business managers and whoever else is in charge will continue to use the Ryan brand, regardless of how it impacts the actual child himself, until it's all used up like a soggy dish towel that they can just throw in the garbage and move on to the next cute kid that they think they can make a buck off of. Look at any children's star. See the trauma that they went through? You think Ryan has it any different just because he's on YouTube rather than on TV? Do you think his parents really have his best interest in mind? His parents, and any parents who seek fame and money off of the backs of their children, should be ashamed of themselves. Yes, Ryan can now afford to never have to work a day in his life if he wants to. Yes, Ryan can go to any college he wants to debt-free. Ryan can buy any house he wants to debt-free. Any car he wants to when he turns 16 debt-free. But at what cost? He has lost a childhood. He's probably lost his parents. His life has become a commodity to sell. His face has become a brand. There's always a camera present because you have to capture every cute moment that this kid has while it's still worth something. He no longer truly exists as just a person. How can you do that to your child? Ryan's World as a YouTube channel is sick. It's disgusting. It's horrible. Oh, and there's a game. Racing with Ryan, a kart racer featuring Ryan and his cast of characters that he's invented. The game sucks. It's like Mario Kart, but worse in every single way. Don't play it. And it's on Game Pass, but absolutely 100% do not play it. Don't watch Ryan's World. Go outside. Talk to your family. Live your life. Drink some water. Bye.